Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. It's your girl. Y'all, it feels like I have not done a sit down makeup video with you guys in forever. So I am excited to be doing this. I decided not to vlog the last couple of days because I just wanted to focus on making sure I put out a makeup video. So today in this makeup video, I just want to do a full face. I don't really have an idea of a look that I'm going for. I just know I want to go all out. Okay, I just want to go all out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into eye makeup. I already washed my face. This is why it probably appears drier than normal. So I washed my face. I did some toner. Now I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize it, and then we're just gonna jump right into the face. I'm gonna pin my hair up so it's actually not in the way, and we're gonna do our hair after. We're just gonna do a whole get ready with me as if we was going somewhere, but we're not going anywhere. Okay, so let's just get ready together. Then we're gonna do a full face. All right, y'all, going in with my moisturizer, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Tasha. I've actually stopped using this for a minute, and now that I've picked it back up, I'm like, why did I stop? And now I remember why I stopped, because this was about $98, and for some reason I don't want to run out of it. Like $98 for a moisturizer is wild. So I've been using it for like maybe 4 or 5 days straight now, and I think I'm gonna put it back in the back of my shelf because why am I using it so much? It's really good, but just for $98, I just don't think I deserve to run out. And if you knew how long I had that moisturizer already, you would be like, girl, use that moisturizer and go get another one. It's been a minute. Alright guys, so the first thing first, I am going to go ahead and mold down my brows. What I've been using lately, I think in this video what I'm going to do is use everything that I've been loving lately. Like I picked up my moisturizer that I normally don't like to use, but I really love that moisturizer. So I think in this video, everything I use is what I've been loving on for the moment. Right now, I mean, this I've been loving on for years already, but anywho, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. brow lift to mold down my brows. Lately I have not been filling my brows in. I'm trying to look for a small mirror. I'll just use this big one. Yeah, lately I have not been filling in my brows. I think because since I cleaned around the side, it looks fuller. So I haven't been filling it in. All right, y'all, let me go ahead and find another hair clip. Let me just take this one for now. But I think for this full face look, I'm definitely going to put a little bit of something on my brows. I should actually name this video Full Face Using My Favorite Products, which I think I just thought of that. Right now I'm just gonna go ahead and use my finger. I'm just going to clean it up. Fill them in. I am still using the same brow pencil that I put you guys onto. Well, I didn't really put you guys onto, but I found them Family Dollar, and I'm still using that. I have no reason to stop. But we're gonna go ahead and fill in our brows. I'm gonna go on with my NARS concealer. This is in Truffle, the color Truffle, which is medium dark 2.75. I'm going to go on with this NARS concealer that I picked up for only under my eyebrows. I haven't used it. I'm not sure if I used it under my eyes before, or maybe I did, I don't know. But I really did buy it just for under my eyebrows, and I love it. It's so full coverage. Hold on, I'm using the wrong brush. But it's okay, because I already put it on there, and I'm not wasting this. All right, so to line out the outside of my brows, I'm gonna go on with a deeper concealer that's closer to my shade, and this is the LA Pro Girl in the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm gonna use that to line out the outer side of my brows. How'd I look? How'd I look? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a squishy to just blend out the top of my brows because I don't want to put it on my concealer brush. So we're just gonna blend this out into our face. Okay, and that is the end of these brows. Let's go ahead and jump into this face. Going anywhere, I'm actually in a little rush because my youngest just went down for a nap and I do not want to be doing this when he's awake. So let's run along and get into the next step, which is our primer. These are my two favorite primers. Lately, I've been going to grab this one because I'm just trying to finish it off. I've had this primer for about, I would say, more than 2 years before. I had this primer before I was even put on to the e.l.f. I had this, so that means it was more than 2 years. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use this because I'm really trying to finish it up. I've been having a habit of not putting makeup on my forehead as much. But I have to remind myself, for the sake of this video, we are doing a full beat. I have not done a full beat in a while. So this is what we are doing, a full beat. Therefore, I need to put makeup on this forehead. While I let that dry, I'm gonna go in with another primer, and this is just for my pore zone. So this primer right here from Milani, I like to put it right here. Oops. Just to cover up my pores. And I'll let that dry. All right, y'all, for foundation, I'm gonna go with my Yummy Skin in the number 10. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe brush M106. And I'm just gonna tap it around. I already hit pan, but I'm gonna tap it around where the product is left. And then I'm gonna tap it around my face just to spread it out. How many people are still doing their makeup before their hair? Because I feel like I'm still one of them. Even when I have some place to go, I will run and do my makeup and then figure out my hair after. Am I the only one? Because I know a lot of people are saying hair first now, hair first. Hair, makeup, and then you get dressed. But for me, I don't like to rush when I'm doing my makeup, so I like to do my makeup first, and then I can rush on my hair, and I'll rush on the outfit. But my makeup, I like to not be rushing. So now I'm just gonna blend out this Yummy Skin everywhere, except under my eyes. I'm gonna leave under my eyes for the concealer. I really want to try Danessa's skin tint. All right, you guys, now that my Yummy Skin is all blended out evenly, we are gonna go ahead and hop right into our bronzer. The bronzer I've been loving lately. I feel like the last time I've done my makeup with you guys, I was in love with my Juvia's Place bronzer. But lately, even when I do not wear foundation, or even when I do not wear too much makeup, I've been grabbing my Curve Case by Made by Mitchell. I mean, I've been grabbing it for the bronzer as well as this peachy blush on the side, and this blush is called Cherry Cola, and for the shade that I use for bronzer is right here, and that shade is Blend and Snatch. So like I said, lately I've been going so hard on this palette. So let's go ahead and dive right into our bronzer. Let me find my bronzer brush because I thought I had it out. I washed my brushes, so a lot of them are all over the place. But okay, I found my Made by Mitchell bronzer brush, and this is an MF4. So let's go ahead and grab our bronzer shade like I told you guys, which is again Blend and Snatch. And I just tap this brush right in, and I'll go from the top of, you know, these little P's right here. Yes, I'll go right there. And this shade is perfect for me.
Mommy,
Yes.
my phone have a black screen in it.
So close the app and then open it back up.
Okay.
Let me see. And just to add a little bit of more deepness to it, I do tap into the darkest one, which is Chocolate Charm. I just tip the tip in and I put it towards the end. Just to add a little bit of chocolate charm to it, okay? All right, after my bronze, I am gonna go ahead and hop right into some blush. And like I told you guys earlier, I've been really loving this Cherry Cola. So let's go ahead and grab our blush brush. And my blush brush is MF3, and it's also made by Mitchell. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap into this product, and then I am going to rub it on the back of my hand just to warm everything up, because I've noticed with his products, you definitely need to shimmer you up a little. And we're gonna tap it into our face. This is my favorite shade of blush for me. It's like a light peachy pink. And it's crazy is because my favorite blush in e.l.f. liquid is the same shade. So yeah, I don't think that one has, I don't think e.l.f. blushes has a name on it. I don't know. I don't remember. But I do know I love this color blush on me. It's very light, but it's there. All right, now that we are done with our bronzer and our blush, we are gonna go ahead and hop right into our concealer. Okay, I'm gonna be going in with two shades from my NARS concealer. The lighter shade will be Deep 0, and the darker shade is Deep 2. So the first shade I'm gonna go in with is my lighter shade, and that shade goes into the corner of my eye. And the darker shade, I put it right after that shade. I'm also gonna take this darker shade and lift up this side of my face. Of my face. Okay, While I'm letting this dry, I do like to go in with a spray. This spray is from Dialba. I don't know if you guys can see it. But this spray right here works magic when you spray it on your concealer before you blend it out. And you let that dry. Alright guys, now that it dried down a little bit, I'm going to go in with a bigger concealer brush, not the one that I use in my brows. I have a different one from Sephora, and the number is scratched off. I believe this number was 95 though. I believe it was 95. It's my oh no, 50, is it 57? I think it was 57. I don't know. But it's my Pro Concealer brush from e.l.f. So let's go ahead and blend out the top first, so we can give under the eye a little bit more time. If you guys have not tried out that spraying your concealer while it dries down before you blend it out, you need to go ahead and do that, because the way it blends out after, amazing. And it don't have to be this, because before I was put onto this, I used to spray my concealer down with this, okay? Take your time on them eyes now. Those things be the first to crease. I have not been anywhere that needed me to do a full face makeup in a minute. The perfect blend out, I'm telling you. All right, now, next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and set under our eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and tap it in my lower Mercier. And I'm gonna set under these eyes first. Because after you do a perfect blend out, you want to go ahead and set it immediately. And I'm just going to go ahead and set the rest of the concealer. Hands down, this is still the best setting powder. All right, let's go ahead and contour our nose. What I like to use my contour on my nose is this NYX Pro Fix Stick in the shade Rich Espresso. And then I will take my e.l.f. eye creasing brush. Does this have a number? No, it just says e.l.f. crease. So I take this small crease brush and I'll just blend everything out. This is an eye brush, by the way. A blending crease brush for your eyeshadow, but I like to use it for my NYX contour stick to blend it out, because it's like the perfect puffy, skinny shape. All right, after I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some powder and put it up my nose. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my foundation brush just to clean up the sides before I go in with my powder products, the rest of my powder product. Then I'm gonna go ahead and touch my blush back up. The higher your blush sit, the snatchier your face will look. Alright guys, now we're going to go on with our powder products, such as our powder blush and powder bronzer. So the first powder blush I am going to go in with is from my Juvia's Place Volume 1. And I'm going to go on with this top shade. I'm going to grab a clean brush. I'm going to go on with a MF2 brush. And I'm going to place this right over the cream blush that we applied earlier. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now grabbing another Juvia's Place palette, I'm going to go ahead and grab my deep dark bronzer powder. And I'm going to go ahead and use the bottom shade because the top shade fell out. I'm going to use my Sephora Stir 93. And this is actually a blush brush, so I'm not going to use that. All right, I'm going to keep that clean because that might have to come in handy one day. I'm just going with my same cream bronzer brush, and I'm just going to tap it into the into the bronzer. And I'm going to go ahead and tap it right into the same spot my other bronzer was placed. And let's do the other side. Let's put some on our forehead. I'm just gonna add the leftover of this blush on my nose. Okay, now I think I'm going to go ahead and bake under my eyes so we can go ahead and start with the eyeshadow. My ultra pink from one size. Let's go ahead and bake with her. Okay, let's shake some into the cap. We are baking with a pink setting powder. All right, gonna tap her in. And we're going to bake under this eye. I like to bake with something really bright. And I'm gonna put some down my nose as well, just so my nose can be just as bright as under my eye. All right, y'all, while we let this bake, let's go ahead and go in start our eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette that you guys already know that I love is the Coffee Shop from Julia's Place. But lately, y'all, since I've cleaned up my area, I have not been wanting to grab it out of place. So I've been grabbing this. And this is my travel kit. Like, this is the eyeshadow that I use to travel with because it's so small and it's by e.l.f. and it has all of the neutral colors that I will use on a regular. So we're going to go ahead and grab this because I do not want to grab the other one. But this is one of my favorites. This is only sitting out because, like I told you guys, this is what I use when I travel. So let's go ahead and grab us a eyeshadow brush. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and add some concealer to my eyelid. So let me grab my concealer brush and let me grab a concealer. Let me shake it. We're gonna go ahead with our LA Girl Pro, and this one is in the shade Beautiful Bronze, and I'm gonna add some of this to my eyelid, just a little bit. Just so whatever look we decide to do, it pops. And we're gonna blend her out. Let me grab my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. By the way, y'all, my youngest child woke up, so I didn't move as fast as I was supposed to be, and he's walking in right now. Yes?
Mommy.
Yes. Hi. To set my eyelids, I'm gonna use whatever's left of this HD e.l.f. powder, which is nothing, but we're gonna make it work, and we're gonna put that on.
Nanny. Nanny.
Hmm?
Nanny.
You poop?
No, poop.
All right, y'all, so the first shade I'm gonna go in with is this it's like third to last darkest brown. I'm gonna dip it in. And I'm gonna tap this into my crease, sorry. Now I'm gonna deep tap into the darker shade. And I'm gonna go right over the same area. Now I'm gonna grab a clean brush. And I'm gonna tap into a lighter shade. You see what I mean by pop? When you put some concealer under there. All right, let's go ahead and add some eyeliner, and I'm gonna do that off camera, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. I did my liner, and I add some mascara to my natural lashes because if you guys haven't realized, this eye is a bit irritated, so I didn't want to put in. Why am I in your face? Hold up, why am I in your face? But I didn't want to put any lashes on because this eye is a little bit reddish. I woke up this morning like itching, and I had lashes on, and when I went to rub my eyes, one of my lashes stabbed me in the eye, so I was fed up and I snatched all my lashes off. So I don't want to put lashes on, so I had to do my actual lashes, and I just add mascara. So I added mascara and I did my liner, and now we're gonna go ahead and dust off this powder under our eye. And what I like to use is my matte finish powder, and I'll take my Real Technique brush 402 and I'll just dust it in here, and I'll use that to dust off this baking powder. It's a finishing powder, and I'll do the same on the other side. This powder is also good to take with you in your purse if you need a touch up. All right, now that our makeup is all set and done, let's go ahead and spray our face again with our Daba spray. But now that our eyes are done, we're gonna have to cover our eyes from being sprayed on. So let's go ahead. We're basically just melting we're melting all our makeup in together. We're melting it in. While we let that dry, let's go ahead and jump into our lip combo. Since we're doing a full beat to me is a red lip. I know this is not the first time you guys heard me about me in this red lip. I love me a good old red lip. Back in my days, I say that like I'm 100 years old, but anyway, back in my day, all I was wearing was a red lip. Nowadays, you'll catch me in the liner and some new lip, and that was not me back in the day. That was not me. I was a full-blown red lip type of girl. So that's what we're gonna do today. No liner, no nothing, just straight red lip. And the one I'm gonna use is this Fenty Beauty and Stunner lip paint. So in her brightest shade of red, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna go ahead and add some powder on my lips first. I'm gonna go in with my same MAC finishing powder and just tap this all over my lips. And I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my lips. This is like the perfect.
Can I eat locust chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
You finished your sandwich already?
Yeah.
We have to let this dry. While we let this dry, I'm gonna go turn on the AC because I'm about to start sweating. All right, you guys, the lip is dry. And this is the final look for the face. I'm gonna go ahead and add some curls to my hair and we're gonna come back. All right, you guys, this is the complete look. With the curls and all. How do you like this full face? Okay. I look so good to be going nowhere. Bring back the red lips without the liner. Like, where have it went? I love me a red lip without the liner. It just gives boldness. It gives confidence. It gives everybody's gonna turn. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup video. I know it's been a while, but I am definitely gonna hop back into this because I enjoyed myself today. I hope you guys did too. See you in the next one.